2021 Honda Civic right here that I have to do. Got this corner piece of the bumper, clear the rest of it, and blend the fender and door. This is a new fender, but I've already jammed it out, painted it, put a little clear coat on there, and had the body man to put it back on there, resand it, so you know I can have it to. I don't have to work so hard with coverage and stuff like that, at least for the fender. So it's just basically put more paint on it, blend over here, and same there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with painting it. I got the DV1. I'm gonna spray it at about 19 psi and do it from there. At that point, I'm just gonna stop talking. After that, and then I'll be doing like I've been doing in the previous video. For the first coat, second coat, I'll be doing the hand gestures, and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, what it do? So, as he said, I'm spraying it at 19 psi. That is white sealer that I have on the bumper. It wanted me, the undercoat was a white sealer, so I sprayed it with white sealer, and doing the little first coat and stuff like that. And it's at 19 psi, and I have it 1.5 turns out. That's how I have the gun. For the base, it is 1.5 turns out. So I always have it wind all the way in, and then I start messing with the settings and stuff, which is the fluid is 1.5 turns out, 19 psi. And yeah, we're just doing the first coat of base, and we're gonna let it dry a little bit, for the first coat. Now this is the second coat. The second coat, it did get covered. On the second coat, everything was covered. It was pretty much covered on the first, at least with the sealer part. I didn't see anything and stuff when I came back in and looked at it. But second coat, it really did its coverage and stuff with the sealer and stuff like that. So it did great coverage and stuff like that with it. Now, if it had a lot of black in it, I wouldn't have sealed it. I always look at how much black is it is and stuff to see if I'm gonna seal it or if I'm not gonna seal it. If it had a lot of black in it, then I would have just base coated it and called it that. I wouldn't have sealed it, but it didn't have much black. I think it only had like, what's it like, 0.6, I think, something like that. So it wasn't much black in it at all. It had maroon in it, and then it had high-tech red in it, and just a little transparent black, and that was it. So yeah, this was the second coat right here. Got the second coat down. Looking at it to see with the burn through part, could I see it, if I could see it. Third coat, and yeah, it did pretty good. So yeah, it was a new fender. I had painted in the prep deck. I painted it, and then I used a Jam It Clear, and then I had the body man to get it put on, and then after that I just I sanded with 800 grit, Scotch Brite it, and it was good from there. So last coat, third coat, make sure everything blend out and stuff well, and yeah, job came out really good. I was really happy with it. It didn't have any trash in it. It came out really good, clean, super clean. Normally I may have like a couple trash in it, nothing crazy, not something that I would have to buff, but that it came out really clean. So alright, I have the DV1 for clear. Have it at 22 psi, and I'm adjusting the gun to 1.5 turns out. So with the DV1, I have it 1.5 turns out, and 1.5 turns out from in, and yeah, just bring it 22 psi. And I'm just laying the clear coat down on this bumper on the first coat. Half coat, I'm just spraying just the blend area, which that's what you see here. And then I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go to the other side to do the full coat. So the base area always get the first clear, and then going to the other side and putting the full coat of clear on. So doing the top part, side part. I think I have it at like 80% overlap. I think that's 80%. It's tight. It's definitely tight. And I'm just moving fast with it. Underside of the bumper. Now I'm going over the painted area, which makes that the second coat. The half coat is the part, the clear coat area. That's what get the half coat, and the painted area get 2 coats. So now I'm going to the fender and the door, which I'm doing the fender all the way to the blended part of the door for the first coat. Bam. Then the top part of the fender. Now come down to the blend area. Stop right there with a blend. That's what get the first coat all the way into the blend area. And then for the full coat, we get the clear area, the clear part area, the blend part area, and that gets the half coat. So again, it is 22 psi for the pressure and 1.5 turns out from in with the fluid. So I'm just going over a quick one with it before I do a full coat. So now I'm doing the full coat. About 80% overlap. Yeah, you just look here and you'll see, just pay attention, you'll see just how tight that the overlap is. The overlap is tight. I have it at 80% overlap. That way I don't get any dry sprays or anything like that. And at the same time, I'm kind of moving quick with it too. It's still 6 inches. Yeah, I'm listening to music while I'm clearing. That's what you saw me was doing. I was going back, replaying the song that I was playing. But yeah, it's very tight overlap, and I have it at 80%, but I'm kind of moving with it. That way I don't get any dry sprays or anything like that. It stay consistent. I keep the same speed, and I just move really quick just so I don't have to get dry spray and stuff like that, because don't nobody want a dry spray. I think I'd rather get runs than a dry spray, in my opinion, because I'd rather just for it to be wet And it don't have to be slick. It can be factory orange peel. But I'd rather for it to look really good than be dry sprayed. So yeah, I'm just showing y'all what it looks like after it. And it looks really good. Have a really good gloss to it. Fender has a very good sheen to it. Really good. And that's 80% overlap. Just keeping it tight. So yeah, this is it after the bake cycle, and I have it pulled out of the booth, showing it up close and stuff. And I am going to pull it outside, so I'm just letting y'all look at it from top to bottom of the gloss. Really good, super clean. So I was very happy with this. The bumper looks really good. I mean, it looks really good. I was really happy with it. And like I said, you don't ever have to have your gun wide open, because different clears, and depending on how the solids is, you don't actually have to have your gun wide open all the time to, you know, get it to lay down slick and stuff like that. You know, you can just you know, just open it some and spray a panel to see what it looks like when you spray the panel. See what it looks like. And if it's wet enough, like at least medium wet, then, you know, just go ahead and you know, keep it at that settings. That fender look a little dark to me. At least on the camera, it looked kind of dark looking at this fender. But it looked good, you know, when I pulled it out and stuff like that. But thanks for watching. Peace.